episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is my husband, partner, co-host, compadre, running buddy, bestie, lover, all that. Allen Evans.
Hey, trade in the house. What about hombre?
Hombre. I can't think of anything else. Amigo.
Pal, Mac, buddy.
There's a lot of adjectives monikers is the word, not adjectives, monikers I could use, but that's okay. We're going to dive into this podcast.
Chief.
Because we're hoping, just as it is for us, that sometimes for you, our podcast family of listeners, that this is a bit of an escape for you, right? Sometimes when you're very stressed, you just want to check out for a minute. Go listen to some nonsense. Hopefully we are that nonsense for you.
I mean, what do we got to be stressed about?
Well, quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Don't
actually.
answer that.
But we are not a political show at all. We're not.
What are you talking about? We had 2 presidents on in the last 2 weeks.
And thankfully, that's over, I hope. Or are we going to have like a victory speech when the president is eventually announced?
Herein lies the rub.
Yeah,
we don't know who the victor is.
Right.
And that is leading, I think, to mucho anxiety in this room and probably with our listeners, too.
Yeah, it's been a very anxiety-filled day for me, I'm sure for a lot of people. But what I try to keep reminding myself, and somebody said it, and it's kind of people say it in passing, but if you really embrace it, and if you are a person of faith, just keep reminding yourself, God's got this. God has got this. And I just have to keep repeating that to myself.
You got the prayer warriors going?
I haven't asked people to pray for me, but I always covet prayers, and I appreciate it.
Why don't you get that going?
But everybody could use some prayer, right? Especially when you're anxious.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is like waiting on an STD test.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't either.
I've waited on a COVID test.
No, I wouldn't either. I'm just saying.
I knew I didn't have it, so I wasn't worried.
If I ever was waiting on an STD test, this is probably what it feels like.
Tomorrow I get the blood test back to see if I have rheumatoid arthritis.
Do you really?
That's tomorrow. Yeah, my follow-up appointment for that with my painful wrist.
Oh.
We've done an MRI, X-ray, now the blood test to see what the heck's going on with my wrist. But, I was looking, everybody's stressed. Not everybody. Some people are completely okay with what's going on right now. And you are at a level of zen I envy. But they say one of the best things you can do when you're really stressed out, if your mother is still on this earth, is call your mom. Did you know that?
Not a bad idea.
Call your mom.
Yeah.
This is from Shape Magazine. Research from the University of Wisconsin-Madison shows just hearing your mother's voice can lower levels of cortisol and trigger the release of oxytocin, which is the hormone associated with positive feelings.
I have zilch success ever calling my mom.
She won't answer the phone.
She doesn't pick up her phone.
Or she doesn't have her phone with her.
It's just not in her nature to have her phone on her like us. In fact,
she went to Las Vegas for her birthday. And I even made her a little happy birthday sing-along video. Mm-hmm. And she didn't answer. I'm like, I wonder if it went through.
So I went and picked him up at the airport. Kelly said, will you find out if your mom ever got my happy birthday?
Maybe she was in a bad cell
yeah.
in the casino.
So that's like one of the, after I greeted him, picked him up, and I said, hey, did you ever get your birthday message from Kelly? And she goes, oh, I just forgot my phone at home. And I said, so how far into the trip were you when you realized you didn't have your phone? And she said, oh, we were actually like at DFW airport on the way to Las Vegas. And then I realized I didn't have it.
And she's like, oh, well.
She's like, meh, oh, well.
And
so she didn't have her phone the whole time.
Other people, you talk about anxiety. When I forget my phone, it's very rare, but sometimes I get halfway to work and I'm getting to work by the skin of my teeth on time because I sleep to the last possible minute. I'm really bad about that. But I've been doing it 26 years. I don't know if I'm going to ever change my habits now. But I'll get there and I'm like, oh man, I forgot my phone. I am so sick with anxiety until I can get home. I call you. I can go on my computer and text you. Thank goodness I have that feature. I'm like, I don't have my phone. If it's an emergency, text me or text JC or somebody that I'm working with. And I'll get home after being without my phone for 6 or 7, 8 hours. chirp, 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 nothing. It's never that big of a deal. We could all stand to be without our phones, maybe like a little test.
Yeah.
Just put it away for an entire weekend.
I mean, we always say that. How many times have we said that on the podcast? I mean, we always say, I take the dang thing to the can. I mean,
I know we can't be separated from it, but especially with our parents getting older, I feel more comfortable knowing I have my phone on.
Do you take yours to the can?
I do.
I wonder if we surveyed our listeners how many take their phone to the can.
I bet a lot of people. Those magazine racks that we used to have by the toilet, which we still have by ours, there's no magazine in there. But there's an outlet in our bathroom, and it's right there at shin level. And you know what that's for. It's to plug in your phone.
One of our live studio audience members is saying, who doesn't do that?
Right, everybody does
everybody does that. Which, you should sanitize your phone.
Yeah.
Can be 18 times dirtier than a public restroom.
Yeah.
I learned that doing a ad.
Yeah, it's gross.
Mm-hmm.
Another way of handling stress, we kind of make fun of people, but watching puppy videos, people get caught in the trap of puppy videos. They say that's a great stress reducer. Videos of cute animals. They suggested watching cute animal videos can lift your mood and help build your resilience to stress. That's from American Psychologist. Where we go to get stretched, we're getting professionally stretched. They have nonstop puppy and cat videos playing. Did you notice that?
I could see why that would be stress relieving.
Yeah, they're very into
sure.
breathing, eating well, resting, and watching puppy videos where we go get stretched.
Those will make you happy.
It makes you happy.
Yeah, make you happy.
There's nothing like a cute little puppy face.
Yeah, absolutely.
And kittens, then they become cats. They can still be kind of cute.
Maybe I should watch those types of videos online because I follow some Instagrams. They're about animals, but they kind of stress me out a little bit.
You watch the ones where it's like survival of the fittest, circle of life.
Yeah. There's one I follow called Nature is Metal. And they're real videos of stuff that you see in nature that you're like, oh my God, I never knew like that was going on or something, But it's usually like, I don't know.
Something getting killed and eaten.
Zebras crossing this body of water and they're getting hauled under by these giant crocodiles, stuff like that.
I like the nature shows where, everything's got to eat. You feel bad for the starving leopard or whatever, but you're rooting for the prey to get away, right? And so our son Dylan, who's 8, he loves watching those animal shows. And we watch the ones where the prey always gets away. Or if the prey gets caught, they don't show it.
Yeah, there's one on Netflix. It's called, and if you have kids, this is totally cool to watch with them. It's called Tiny Animals. And it is filmed. Kelly and I were getting into it with Dylan. It is filmed so cool.
We were like, how?
Like, how do they shoot it
do
like
this?
Yeah, I know.
Because they'll, like, for instance, they have an owl, a burrowing owl at a golf course. And they go underground with the owl who's being chased by a mongoose or something. I forget what
a ferret?
A ferret. And they're in the tunnels and you're watching the animal get chased. It's like, how do they have the camera there? Well, I had to DuckDuckGo it because I'm not Googling anymore. Yes, I'm that person I'm just done.
Wow.
I'm DuckDuckGo.
Wow.
You know why? Because DuckDuckGo doesn't trace your search history and stuff. Like if you go to an airline, like if you want to book a flight and you'll go and check a flight and you go back the next day and suddenly the price has gone up by $50 or whatever and you're like, oh, panic, I need to go ahead and buy it. DuckDuckGo doesn't keep your track of your history.
So wait a second. They don't use cookies?
I don't know how it works. But that's what I'm using now, DuckDuckGo. So I DuckDuckGo'd it, and it said that there was a director who wrote a script, and he actually has scenes for these animals. So he sets up scenarios for these animals to follow what he's got set up. And like when the hawk or whatever is chasing a little rat, he said, and it looks like the hawk's just about to catch the rat. They're actually not even in the same scene together. They filmed those separately and then put them together.
Gosh, it looks like they're right there.
It's the craziest thing. You're like, how do they do that?
It's fascinating.
I have to DuckDuckGo it.
My favorite one's that one with that kangaroo rat. And they always catch the animals making like expressions. Like there's a storyline, right?
There is. That's because the guy wrote it.
And then there's a narrator. And then as they're filming it, it's just, I don't know, it's like the animals are alive, but it's not, they're real. They're real animals. When I say alive, it's like they're not CG.
Right.
They're real animals.
With real reactions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's really cute. So that's a good stress reliever. Go watch Tiny Animals with your kids or even as an adult.
Netflix.
And here's another thing. A lot of us turn to food and booze when we're stressed, right? I know last night, by the time you hear this, it's been a couple days since the election, but during the election, I went through half a bottle of wine. I finished off the half of one bottle and then started another one, so I probably drank a whole bottle. I ate an entire bag of beef jerky.
Were you eating your feelings?
And then microwave popcorn. I just was stuffing my face. Well, here's the thing. If you stress eat a lot right now, you might put on a few pounds. Check this out. Have you ever known a real fidgeter, like somebody's real fidgety? Have you ever known somebody like that? They're constantly moving, constantly fidgeting.
Me.
And they're typically pretty thin people.
My leg's always moving.
Typically thin. Okay, good news. All you need to do is tap your toes, bounce your leg, or drum your fingers, because Mayo Clinic investigators say these micro moves are enough to help you burn 100 calories an hour. But you got to be constantly doing it. Constantly. You know, playing air drums or guitar or whatever.
Micro moves, huh?
Micro moves. And that's 30% more calories than if you don't fidget. So you're burning 30% more calories if you're just, bouncing your leg up and down, twitching your ankle or something. Isn't that good to know?
So if you're just sitting there on your fat ass, you're burning
just
70 calories?
No, the 30% more. So 30%.
Right.
I don't know. You still require burn calories
Did I do
by
that math
breathing.
right? I don't know if I did that math right.
Breathing and your heart beating still burns calories, but just fidget more.
Mm-hmm.
Just fidget anything, and you're burning more calories.
Hey, back to you and drinking that. What did you have last night? Wine?
Yeah.
Kelly passed out in the easy chair.
I did.
And,
with the dogs on me.
And I will post on a sandwich and some loving.
Baby, no.
What I saw.
No.
But there's what I saw.
Oh no.
I'm showing Kelly a picture on my phone.
It's not cute.
There's what I saw, guys.
It's not cute.
There's Kelly watching election results. There she is, guys.
I knew you would.
I'm showing our live studio audience. I will show you this on our Instagram.
I look casket ready, man.
You look casket ready.
That's casket
If I had
ready.
crossed your arms over your chest, you would have been casket
Not
ready.
cute. Why would you do that to me?
What do you mean?
If I ask you not to post that, will you not?
If you're vehemently
Why would you
against it,
Why would you
I will
embarrass me like that?
I just showed it to you.
But that doesn't mean I'm not embarrassed.
Well,
by
now
it.
it's on internet forever, but because you were just you're just, and then you were snoring too.
Well, I was sitting up. Of course, I'm snoring, and I was drunk. That's not nice. I don't do stuff like that to you. I really don't.
You filmed me that one time out here, and I fell down, and then you posted it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was cute. That wasn't an embarrassing
That's
thing.
cute.
I was filming
I like
you
it when
because
you
were being.
sleep.
I was filming you because it's sexy when you happen to be doing manual labor.
And then I fell.
And on the rare occasions you do it lately, I film it.
Wow.
And you
Wait a
fell.
minute. Is that our first clap back? I don't even need to write them down now because you do them live on the podcast.
I'm saving it for the podcast.
Wow. So the rare occasions where I do stuff, huh?
Lately, I said.
Uh-huh.
Lately.
Who picked up all the Halloween decorations? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who took out the trash today?
Mm-hmm. Me.
No, you did
You
not.
left it in the garage and I took it out.
Oh. Hey, at least I got
You
it
made
out.
it to the garage.
At least I got it out of the house.
This is what I got to figure out with Alan and the kids. You put the plate, literally, the dishwasher is right there. It's one extra step, bending over. The dishwasher will be wide open. I'll leave it wide open. The kids will come in. Hey, it's half the battle is getting them to bring it from the table to the sink and the counter. They do that.
Mm-hmm.
But to that follow through where you put it in the dishwasher, that's the dream right there.
I've always maintained I don't want the kids loading my dishwasher.
I don't even care. They have to try at least. I might rearrange it. I have to rearrange the stuff you put in there all the time.
Because I got a lot.
But I don't say anything. I just do it.
I got a lot of help doing the dishes. I got Zoe's head in there.
Yeah.
I got you coming in rearranging stuff.
I have to because you don't stack it properly.
I got Dylan coming in.
But I don't say anything. I'm so appreciative that you put something in there.
Sure you are.
All right. Well, let me tell you what else I appreciate is a little distraction and a stress reliever. You talk about a stress reliever. What was I doing before I passed out from drinking? And while the election results were being predicted and slowly trickling in.
Get them, babe.
I was playing Best Fiends.
Kill them slugs.
It is a little distraction. It's a great diversion when you want to get your mind off of everything that's just weighing down your heart and your head right now. Pull out your phone and play with these cute little characters to defeat the slugs and just keep going up higher and higher in the level. earning gold bars and meteorites. It's great.
What level are you on?
Right now, let me see. I got it
Like
written
900?
929.
Good
So
grief.
every day when you check in, you got to check in at the Buggles post office because you get your daily gift delivery. And then you get to go play. And even though Halloween's over, they still, I mean, by the time you hear this, maybe it's changed. They might change over to their Thanksgiving or Christmas. But they have Halloween themes right now. So all the cute little characters, and even the slugs, are dressed up in their Halloween costumes. And there's bats flying around. It's very cute.
Do you collect them or kill them?
You collect the characters.
Oh, okay.
And then you can get them more powerful if the more you play, you earn meteorites and things like that. You can get them more powerful, which is more effective in killing the slugs.
Sounds so fun.
And right now on this level, I'm in the moss field, so I'm having to clear
There
away
you
the
go.
moss and kill the slugs.
Clear that moss.
It's not a bloody thing. It's very necessary. And I think Napoleon is going to be my best bug of defense right now because he's very classy, but he's got a mean, explosive temper.
There you go.
See?
Like you.
Don't you want to know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yes, if you have not tried it yet, it's time for you to download Best Fiends. I love it. It's got over 100 million downloads so far and counting. It's a 5-star rated mobile puzzle game. It is a must play with more levels, events, and challenges added all the time because when you just want one more level, it's going to be there, always waiting for you.
Boredom doesn't stand a chance with Best Fiends, babe.
That's right.
So download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
All right, babe.
Get it, babe. Kill them slugs and clear those moss fields.
I am. That's what I'm working on today. I might start playing now. You've got me so stressed out with that picture you're going to post. All right, look.
Our live studio audience says you looked wonderful.
I don't look wonderful. Nobody looks wonderful with a mouth hanging open asleep. Nobody.
An angle from the bottom.
Right. You couldn't
like
have picked a worse angle.
Chin up.
Speaking of my neck and chin, you guys, for the first time ever, I got Botox in my neck. It's only been 24 hours. If you've ever had Botox in your forehead, which I got that as well. But the subject of our necks, our necks start to age. And I told Chelsea, she goes by Face Matriarch on Instagram. She's just absolutely the best.
You say she's the best you've ever.
She's the best at Botox.
Ever had.
She never.
Yeah.
I have had before I found her, I've gotten too much Botox. She can go in and she can do the Botox in just the right way that it kind of counteracts the bad stuff that's been done. Like my eyebrow was completely flat. She was able to give me a few shots where I don't know how she does it. Anyway, we were talking about how I'm going to start instilling in my daughter, when you start talking about skincare, all we care about is our faces, right? All of our attention goes to our faces. We're not paying attention to the necks and we're not paying attention to the back of our hands. And Kylie Jenner is the one, I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before, said her mother gave her the best tip when she said, you're in the car all the time, your hands are on the steering wheel, all that sun exposure is prematurely aging your hands, right? So sunscreen and moisturize your hands. And also, where's another sign women show aging really quickly? You've seen these women with the beautiful faces because they get the facelift or they really take care of their skin. Look at their necks and their décolleté or décolletage or whatever you want to call it.
Good eye, mate.
So you need to treat that. So we were talking about that. Anyway, she gave me shots and it didn't hurt at all. She kind of pinched the skin and did it. And I can't wait. I'm going to tell y'all the truth if it works or not. Because I've done some other things. I was like, I don't think I'll waste my money on that.
got some Botox?
Well,
Kelly was trying to get me to do Botox.
Well, it's also good as a preventative. You don't always have to wait and get
See?
Botox.
Kelly was encouraging me to get Botox.
Well, you got a big birthday with a zero next year.
I thought you were going to say
and
I thought you were about to say I have a big waddle.
No, but I know it's a concern to you. But sometimes you don't wait until it gets bad. It's like you don't wait till you have saggy, wrinkly neck. Go ahead and start doing the sunscreen and all the treatments.
Chelsea looked at it. She said I was
good right
said
now.
I was okay.
Yeah, she said you're good right now.
She said I was okay for the time being.
So I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you posted. Maybe by the next podcast, I'll have some results and I'll be able to tell you how that goes. But it's at Face Matriarch if you want to book an appointment with her. She's the best.
Would a
I like her.
modern man get Botox?
Yes, a lot of men do.
A modern man would get Botox.
Yeah.
Now I can just wear a turtleneck.
I think men get Botox now, and they're also, I think, chin implants are
What?
pretty big. Yeah, because if a man has a weak chin, sometimes I think they feel like more powerful if they have a stronger chin and a jawline, so they do that. Nose jobs, and a lot of men get like shin implants and things like that. There's so many things you can do.
Shin implants. What is that? I've never
Give
heard
you a
of that.
bigger, like if you do leg day, bro, and you're working and working and you never get any results on your legs, you can do
Like calf implants, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
What did I
okay.
say?
Shin.
Oh, I meant calf. Oh, that'd be weird. Shin implants, wouldn't it? I misspoke.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do any Botox, but I do. Yeah, I do have a big birthday next year. But I don't
Yeah.
really feel like I seriously.
No, I think you're
I don't
good
really
right
feel
now.
like. Do you think I'm okay?
Well, you had that thing on your neck. What was it called?
Well, it's Kybella, but I was
Kybella.
almost 30 pounds heavier.
I know,
when I
and
did
that's
it.
the thing. Alan did the Kybella, which is supposed to help you get rid of the double chin, but he did it, and then he also lost weight. So it's like, in conjunction, it worked.
I think the weight was
Weight
had
and,
more to do with
but
it. Though.
you know how the Kybella probably did do something too.
It may have it hurt.
You know?
Made me look like a
Gain-
bullfrog for like a
Gain
week.
30 pounds back and see how your chin looks, and then you'll know for
Whoa.
sure.
Well, hey, I keep stress eating like this. I'll be well on my way.
But I do love doing stuff.
God,
I love doing stuff to me.
I've been eating the most pho lately.
We love pho.
Oh.
Please, God, don't tell me it's got like 1,000,000 calories. I don't
Yeah.
even want to look.
I mean, how much pho can a couple eat?
We laid off pho for summer because it's a hot soup,
And then it gets a little chilly, and then we panic and go want to eat pho in a turtleneck.
and then that gets in your hair.
Let's
and
go
you
eat some
smell
pho,
all
babe. Let's go
day.
sip on some pho.
Love it.
It's like 50 outside. Why do we do that to ourselves?
'Cause we love it.
Yeah.
If it has 1,000,000 calories, I'm gonna be devastated.
Well, and then we bemoan about how bloated we are after that.
But it goes away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All right, you said you have some letters you want to read.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do have some letters. We haven't done any letters in a while. We have one letter. It's gonna blow you away. This is a tough letter. It's a serious subject.
It's tough?
Well, it's gonna be tough to answer. I think.
It's like a love letter to Kelly thing.
Well, no, it's not a love letter. It's a social situation letter. So we'll save that one to the end because that's our best letter. They're all good letters, but we'll save that one to the end.
You need help, honey?
Nope, I got it. Okay, first one is from Jackie. Jackie's subject is question. Hi, Kelly and Allen.
Hi.
Kelly, you recently mentioned on the podcast that you had your spider veins treated.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing who you use? I live in Plano as well.
Oh.
Wow. And would love a good recommendation. I have listened to the morning show for decades.
Thank you.
Wow. And I love the podcast.
I
Thank you both for sharing your journey, Jackie.
this time I went to Vein Clinics of America, and it's a chain, but they have, an individual doctor at each location. I don't know how it works. I don't know if he bought the franchise, or I don't know how that works, but I love the doctor there. I cannot remember his name. It's something like he's from the Czech Republic, but he's lived in the United States for decades.
Good
when he
eye,
was
mate.
So he's got a thick accent, but he's really, really nice.
Good eye, mate.
Yeah. Really, really nice. He does a great job. But
He has a Czech accent?
yeah, like, so he's
Like, give me some.
no, it's like European. No, I don't want to do accents. I just
It's
wanna tell my
European?
story. Well, in the Czech Republic in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a European accent. Just think about it.
Well,
Czech.
Come on. Yeah, that's
So I don't know. Anyway, I will tell you this. I've done saline injections, I think, are the most effective. I have tried laser before for spider veins. I wouldn't waste my money on it. I did like 3 treatments, and I finally, the girl and I both looked at him and was like, this isn't working. It's not working. So the saline therapy is that's just the needle injections.
What did you do?
Saline.
Saline?
Yeah, the needle. But I've done the laser before. It just didn't work.
Laser.
But it doesn't tickle. I mean, the doctors told me that I have a great pain threshold. I'm pretty good at it.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, we did that because we're going to Mexico, and I told Alan I didn't want to go with these big purpley spider veins, and I did not have the worst case that I've ever seen. I mean,
And you're
I've
very
seen a lot
and you're
worse.
very creamy. So when you do have, and I didn't think, like you showed me, I didn't
They're
think
not
it was
horrible.
I didn't think it was a big deal, but you're very creamy.
But they are to me. Well, I had to let every bit of my fake tan wear off.
Oh.
Even the stuff I do at home, I had to let it because I wanted him to be able to see all the veins. And the thing is he has this light that he shines on your skin, and you can see the main arteries and the veins that are going to eventually develop into varicose veins. He showed me.
He showed you the main vein, huh?
Yes, it was a lot. So anyway, Vein Clinics of America, and it is a national chain.
Ad?
So no, she asked. I answered.
All right. This next one is from Omar. Omar, the subject is Oaked BBQ. Hello, Allen and Kelly.
Well, you're welcome.
What?
You got mentioned first.
Oh, a big fan of both of you. I've been listening to Kelly since 1625. He really wrote that.
See, now
I
you
love
got everybody else being cruel.
Omar, my man.
Everybody else is
no,
being just as cruel.
No, they speak our language. They're accepting the truth.
Then I'm really old.
No. I've been listening to Kelly since 1625. I've had a few questions about Oaked Barbecue. Will we be able to come and sit inside, or is it curbside pickup only? That's a good question. Second, are the prices reasonable, or is it on the expensive side? Lastly, 3 questions. Will there be merch we can purchase there? Thank you in advance. Mando. Oh, he did a Mandalorian reference. Let's see. First one, there is a dining room. There's an area you can eat inside and outside, and there's pickup available curbside, and there's delivery within a 5-mile radius.
And eventually, I don't know when it's going to be set up, there's going to be national delivery.
Yeah.
So you can, like, they send it packed in dry ice. So that'd be fun. But yeah, they still do, they're not full capacity, but they do the socially distanced space at tables. But yes, you can eat inside.
The price is reasonable. So Omar, good barbecue isn't cheap. So I wouldn't say this is like really, really cheap, but it's not like super expensive either. It's kind of in the middle, but it's good barbecue. Like, for instance, we're offering a Wagyu rib, and there's no other barbecue restaurant that we know of that's doing that. And
Wagyu is a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
But there's other things too.
Oh, sure.
Like our pulled pork sandwich, Thea sandwich, and some Lovin' sandwich. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff on there.
So there's meat plates for like $9. There's sandwiches for like $10. But then there's also like a signature dish like the Wagyu. I mean, that could be expensive. I think that's $15 for half a pound. So yeah.
It can be.
It can be. And then there's sides and desserts, and yeah, good barbecue is, not super cheap.
And the merch question?
Yeah, merch. You can purchase merch there at the restaurant. And then you can also go to the website eventually, not now, but you can go to the website and order it there. It's oakedbbq.com.
And it's OAKD. There's no ED. It's OAK''D. And open for lunch starting November 6th.
Yep.
Just for lunch. And then after a week of lunch service, you got to get the kinks worked out and make it, things running smoothly. Then they'll be open for dinner service. But Alan and I plan on being there Friday, I believe, for lunch. Showing our faces.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on. I want to poke my head in and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Do some high-fiving.
Well,
fist bumping.
No high-fiving.
Oh,
fist
yeah.
bumping.
Yeah.
And elbow.
High-fiving.
Elbow touching.
Yeah, good call. Good call. See, I'm old school. The next letter is from Florencia. Subject? Episode 189. Hi, Kelly and Allen.
Hi.
I'm just listening through the podcast for the first time, and wowza, I love it.
So she started with episode 189.
For whatever reason, she did. I don't know why I didn't start sooner.
Aw, thanks.
Smiley face emoticon. Episode 189. At about the 35-minute mark, I just heard the gas passing through the intestine and making the whistle sound, and Alan cracking up and crying from laughter. I love it. LOLOL.
I don't even remember. I don't know. Was it my gas?
I mean, that could be any.
Was it my gas bubble?
That's about every podcast. I had to stop working and send you a quick email. LOL.
That's sweet.
I love your podcast. And Kelly, I love the Kid Craddock Morning Show. Smiley face emoticon. Florencia.
Thank you, Florencia.
Love that.
Very sweet.
I love
every once in a while.
gas passing and whistling sounds.
I don't know. I haven't passed gas on the podcast.
Whoa.
I have not. But I know
let's keep it that way.
Yeah, I know sometimes my innards are working and they'll make these
Oh, like
It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. I'm my own little personal sound effects machine sometimes.
And then every once in a while.
Okay, that's Allen. FYI.
Okay, the next one is from Shannon. Subject: love your podcast.
Thank you.
Hi, Kellie and Allen.
Hi.
I just want to say how much I love your podcast. I think it's because you remind me of me and my husband in a lot of ways. Kellie, I was born in South Kakalaki, and I moved to Texas when I was 5.
Wow.
At 49, I'm still here. Wow, she's lived here a long time. So much of your values and beliefs are in sync with mine, and the things that you say are exactly what I'm thinking. What's even funnier is that you, Allen, have a similar humor to my husband. I laugh at your lewd comments because it reminds me of the things my husband would say, and it's funny when it makes Kellie a little uncomfortable because I'm the same way too. And I love that you love Metallica, just like my husband and son. All right. Anyway, I just wanted
We're like soulmates across the board.
They could be our twins. You know, everybody has a twin.
Yeah, but a married couple twin, that's rare.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, Kellie, that I'm sorry Emma Kelly hurt your feelings about videoing her playing volleyball.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just wanted to let you know that I feel like that was me with my parents in junior high. I'm not sure why I was that way. My parents were great and I love them, but I somehow felt awkward when they were around me in public. I don't know why I felt this way. I don't remember feeling that way in high school, so I guess it was just the age. Junior high was very awkward. Anyway, love your podcast so much. Keep it coming. Shannon.
It's the strangest thing because she's the only one on her team like that. Because I'm sitting there with other parents, and there's one dad. He's that dad. He's a jokester, and he's saying things that are, you know, he's just being funny and he's yelling. It's one of Emma Kelly's really good friends, McKenna's dad. And he's saying things, and McKenna doesn't flinch. She's just, and like, she'll look at her mom, and her mom will give her some instruction, like, you know, get in there, da-da, and McKenna just like nods and takes it. And if anybody's taking a picture, the girls all smile and wave. But with my kid, if we say her name, like, go Emma Kelly, stop. It's like, do you even want us here? And when she yelled at me from the court, it hurt my feelings really bad because it was also her birthday and it embarrassed me. So, you know what? I'm over it. I'm just talking about it now. I really am over it. But I went this last time to watch her play after her birthday, the first game. She had a bye week and then her last game. I didn't take out my phone. I didn't take a picture. I didn't cheer for her. I just watched. You know, and it wasn't as fun for me. I'd like to cheer for my kid, but I don't want to get my head bitten off either by this little brat that's trapped inside her body right now. So there's that.
She got you trained.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Keep yelling and have her embarrassing me?
I'm just kidding. Okay, here's another one. This one is
nice.
This one is from Ian. Got 2 dudes that emailed this week. This is great. Ian.
That's because they like your potty humor.
So wait a second. So the only reason men listen is because they like potty humor?
Men tend to like more masculine humor, which tends to be more potty in nature.
Well, I don't know that potty humor is masculine. It's more sophomoric.
And male.
Subject: Allen, you're awesome. Hey, Allen.
Is this all for you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He said, you sound just a little down on the podcast that my wife and I are listening to today. It's none of my business as to what is wrong, but I just wanted to make sure you're doing okay. I know from my own experience that some days are tougher than others, just in life in general, but I want to make sure that you know that people care about you. You're an amazing role model to me. That is really nice, Ian. Thank you for being you. Hope you get to feeling better when you're feeling down. Ian. So, Ian, there was a couple of podcasts ago, and I was having a bad day. I was having a really bad day. And I probably should have either not done the podcast, which isn't cool, or I should have just waited maybe a couple more hours and then tried it. But I was having a bad day, which I have from time to time. And Kelly will tell you, I'm not the type where I can fake my way through something. Like usually what I'm feeling is what you're going to get. So I apologize for that. I think you and I traded some messages back and forth. But I told him I was sorry about that and I'd do better next time. So, you know, that just wasn't one of my better days. Okay?
Okay.
Why don't we do a little something, and then we'll...
Okay, break it up because the next letter I see is...
Well, it's a story.
Long.
Yeah, but it's a story. That's a lot of good information.
That's like a mini novel for a mini series. That's a long one.
Okay, well, don't panic.
I'm not panicking. I'm just noticing.
Leave it up to the skipper. Yeah.
All right, Skipper. You know, my husband has got, his teeth are incredible. How
Oh,
many
plenty.
times do you get complimented on your smile? Next to you, I look like I smoke 2 packs a day and drink a bottle of red wine every night. Now, last night I did. But, you know.
And I have the picture to prove it.
Right. So anyway, brushing your teeth and getting them sparkly white, that's a goal of mine. And it's really important no matter, okay, you leave the dentist after getting a cleaning. Your teeth feel like glass, right? That's, you know what I'm talking about? They're so slick when you
Yeah,
leave the
real
dentist.
smooth.
I don't care how hard I brush at home. I never get that same feeling. Well, that's because I've been doing it wrong. For a dentist quality clean at home, don't brush. Brush.
You brush.
Brush.
You brush.
Yes, BRUUSH.
And
So
one
it's
of
like
the
brush with an extra U.
And one of the U's has an umlaut. Okay.
Yeah, but all you care about is it's brushing your teeth, not
Brush.
brushing your teeth. This is what I love. Brush. I got the pretty pink color, and Alan got the slick black.
My man.
His even has black bristles.
Yes.
It's really kind of.
It's
If a toothbrush can be sexy,
Oh.
you got the sexy toothbrush.
It's very avant-garde.
And mine is way more feminine. I got the pink one. But anyway, it's really cool because you're not just scrubbing your teeth, because that's not effective, obviously, because I've tried it. You simply position the brush head at this 45-degree angle along your gum line and just very lightly glide it across your teeth and gum line, and that's it. And every 30 seconds, it, does a little notification that you move on, and you can cover all 4 quadrants of your mouth. 2 minutes is what dentist recommends to get the full mouth clean. And the thing I love about the brush is it has these different settings. So it automatically defaults to the daily cleaning, and that's what it'll do, unless you want to click it, and you can do the whitening strength, which it's really effective on the stains on your teeth. There's also a function for sensitive, like if you're really having like sensitive gums, like for some reason, you can do that. They even have a tongue cleaning setting. You just flip the brush around in the back of it, and you just glide it over your tongue to get a thorough tongue cleaning. It's all part of the process. What I love about brush is, dental professionals recommend replacing your toothbrush head every couple months, every 2 months, to avoid bacteria growth and odor. And it makes sure you're also getting the most effective brushing. That's why the Brush subscription service sends you 3 brush heads every 6 months. So you're keeping it fresh. You're keeping it healthy. It was really great. We really are enjoying our brushing. And I love that it also is kind of cute looking on your counter, too.
I like
if
that
you got to brush your teeth, you might as well make it a pleasant experience.
I love that it has a tongue mode.
That is cool.
Because I like brushing my tongue.
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of your bad breath.
Yeah, but it's using these sonic waves. So
Yes.
you're not like scrubbing it, and it's just not great. It's just like really cool. It's a cool experience. You need to try it for yourself.
So get 15% off your Brush when you use promo code SANDWICH at Brush.com. Try it 90 days risk-free and get a 2-year warranty.
That's huge.
Huge. That's Brush.com, spelled BRUUSH.com. Promo code SANDWICH.
Oh, and real quick, I neglected something. Let me just go back real quick. If you get the Brush kit, you'll get the electric toothbrush. You'll start with the 3 brush heads, the magnetic charging station, and the travel case. So you got all that when you get started with Brush. And then that subscription, you'll just keep replacing the heads. It's really great.
That's Brush.com. BRUUSH.com. Promo code SANDWICH.
There you go.
All right, babe.
That was important for me to get that in there.
Let's bring it home for Jerome with a very complex letter here. We are not to use the real name.
Okay.
This one is from Leah. Leah, the subject is help. Advice needed. Please don't use my real name.
Got it.
Hi, Alan and Kelly.
Hi.
Thank you for reading my letter. Alan, I've been listening to Kelly since 1882. I thought about writing love letters to Kelly, but I thought it's best to get advice from both of you. Okay, I'm going to make a long story short. 2 years ago, my mom brought me an Ancestry DNA kit for Christmas, but due to life and surprise pregnancy, I didn't do anything with the kit until the spring. When I got my results, I thought it was weird that my brother was noted as 100% half sibling. I didn't think
100% half?
100% half.
That's a weird way of putting it.
I didn't think much more about it until I was talking to my cousin, and she said her brother was noted as 100% sibling, okay, versus 100% half sibling. When we looked together, I noticed the people in my matches that no one but me were related to, not even my brother. After going through the matches over the phone with my brother, he too confirmed that I wasn't matched with some of his either. We shared maternal relatives, but no paternal relatives. So after some stress and worry, I confronted my mom, who let loose the biggest secret ever.
Well, how could you keep it a secret, Mom? Busted.
My dad, parentheses, the one who raised me, was not my biological father. Apparently, and these are all fake names. Apparently, John, my dad, and her separated and were living apart in a separate relationship, but decided to get back together and try to make their marriage work. My mom said she found out she was pregnant after getting back with John, and her and John decided not to find out paternity and just be a family. Okay? You with me so far? I'm very confused and angry with my mom, but this is a discussion for another time.
So she wasn't even aware. They were just like, let's pretend it's his, even if it is or isn't. They weren't going to find out.
Right.
Okay.
And that's her dad as far as she knows. She thinks that's his.
Right. So they weren't trying purposely to hide anything. They just said, let's just, fingers crossed it's yours, and that's the way we're going to be.
Sounded like there was no reason to tell her, I
right.
guess. Right. She says, I'm very confused and angry with my mom now that she's finding out, now that she's an adult. But this is a discussion for another time. John passed away in 2000, so I can't even work through how I feel with him or even ask his side of the story. So he passed away 20 years ago. My mom did tell me who my biological father is, Kevin. And I followed it with Kevin had no idea about me. Okay. She says when she got back together with John, she cut off all contact with Kevin. I had tried to talk with my mom many times, but she always had excuses why she couldn't talk to me about Kevin. I feel upset and curious, so I decided to seek out Kevin by myself, and with the luck of Facebook, I did find him and make contact. Kevin confirmed knowing my mom, and we have talked a bit. He does confirm that he had no idea about me and is remorseful and willing to talk and do whatever to make things right. This is her biological dad.
Bio dad, yeah.
Sorry, I know this is a little all over the place. I'm still coming to terms with this. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms, and I truly change daily as to what I should do. Everyone keeps saying they can't help me because they don't know what they would do, or they don't want me to get hurt or anything, or they just plain don't want to say anything for fear I would regret taking their advice. What I want help with is Kevin is very responsive to any conversations or questions I have so far, but the problem is I don't know how to pursue a relationship. I'm 38 and I had a dad. Okay, she had a dad. He passed 20 years ago. I, however, do want to get to know Kevin. I just don't know how to go about it at all. All communication has been via Messenger. I don't feel ready so much for a phone conversation yet, and we certainly aren't to a point to meet in person. I can't explain why we haven't talked on the phone. He gave me his phone number and has invited me to call. I know I need to make this step, but I feel like I'm the one directing all conversation. Kevin has told my mom he is respecting my space, but is just as confused as to what to do.
Yeah, he's blindsided.
Please help. I don't know how to move forward or how to get to know Kevin. I don't know what a relationship should look like at this age. How can I tell Kevin I need him to direct conversation?
All right, here's the thing. I get you're confused and mad because it's a big shock to your system, but I don't think your mother did anything out of malice. And what would she... Could she have done a DNA test behind your back? I mean, the fact that she and you're the man that raised you, your dad, decided, you know what? The fact that he said, I accept this child no matter what, that's my daughter, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing and an admirable thing. And part of him probably is like, I don't want to know. Because because he didn't want to risk that's not my biological daughter, and then having to look in your eyes and not see his reflected back anymore. So they just decided to accept the fact that you were theirs. And I can't be mad at them for that, because it wasn't like she was, I believe your mom, she just wasn't really sure, you know? She wasn't sure. She wasn't trying to hide the fact. She was just really hoping and praying that this is your dad, and he wants to be your dad. And why would you want to I can see where she'd want to protect that and not do the back and forth and all that stuff, because what if it's not his and it is this other guy that I can see where she was trying to protect her little family and her husband and her marriage and you. Okay, but now the who gave you that DNA test? That'd be interesting, because if
Her mom.
her mom gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
So that also tells me your mom wasn't worried that she was going to be busted. She obviously believed in her heart that John was your dad, just like John accepted that as well. But now Kevin's out there. And here's the thing. The longer you wait and the more you keep building this up in your head, it's going to become this great big monster that you're going to have to slay. I would just say, you know what? Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet and meet him. Because I think you're building it up to be bigger and more scary and ominous. He sounds like, hey, I didn't know either. We're both kind of trying to figure this out. Nobody was trying to hide any secrets from you. It's not like there was some big family secret, You see what I'm saying, Alan?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I think if it was me, let go of the anger against your mom. That's not helping anything. Try to understand, if the shoe was on the other foot and this was you and you had to protect your child, what you might have done. Everybody's going to be all so noble. I would have told the truth. I don't know. Until you're in that position, you don't really know 100% how you would act.
Mm-hmm.
We like to say how we would think we would, but we don't know for sure. And just make it a coffee date. Make it a lunch date. It doesn't have to be a big, big, ominous thing. Keep it short and sweet. Get, just that first how do you do, get to know you session. And then if you need more, you can plan a second date, a second get together. What do you think, Alan?
Well, I think the way Kevin's approaching it, if I was in his shoes, that's kind of the way I would do it too. I mean, no pressure. I'm glad we've connected finally, but I'm here. If you want to talk to me, if you have any questions, I'd be probably open to that too. It is a little curious that he had no idea. I mean, absolutely no suspicion that he might have a daughter or a child.
But if she cut him off completely, if it was just like a fling, she and John broke up. She went out and had, all us women, when we first get divorced, we get a little hoish and we go run around.
She doesn't say that.
But she doesn't say that. But I'm just saying, we've been out there running around, and then you decide, oh, my man wants me back. I'm going back. You just cut off all contact. Why would I? Why would I go out, one of those guys I went out with a couple of times, and say, hey, just a heads up, in a few months I'm going to have a kid. It may or may not be yours. I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, back to Kevin. I mean, he's approaching it the right way, I think. And as for you, Leah, I don't think you should be under... Kelly kind of recommended, definitely set something up with him and pursue it. I would say that too, but don't feel like you're under any kind of timetable here. I mean, just do it when you're... when you're comfortable doing it. Don't make yourself stressed out or tense or uncomfortable doing it. Just work up the courage to do it, though. I think we'd both encourage that.
I think sooner rather than later now.
Yeah, don't wait.
It's building up.
Yeah, don't wait forever. But, this is a very sensitive situation that I don't know, a lot of people go through this. And it's kind of probably hard for us to imagine the types of emotions you would feel if you found out, oh, that wasn't my dad.
Well, it's interesting too. If Kevin obviously doesn't have anything to hide, because a lot of men might be like, oh, you know what? I've got a wife and children and grandkids, and this is going to rock our world. And I'm sorry, I just can't meet you. But you're not getting any of that. You're not getting any pushback from what I can tell. This could be a beautiful situation.
Yeah, it could. And I think, Kevin, he's not putting a lot of pressure on her, which on one hand is nice, but, maybe he should be a little more, not aggressive, but maybe he should reach out a little more to try to get to know her.
I think he wants it to be on her terms.
Yeah, he does. But this is his daughter.
But he didn't even know.
He didn't even know. Yeah.
So he doesn't have paternal feelings and paternal instincts with her.
Yeah.
It's not like a daddy that's been looking for his daughter his whole life and thank God for DNA testing,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It is what it is, and it's a very rare situation, and so many people can't relate. I do know JC from our show. We have the Love Letters to Kelly podcast that I do with Robert Ehrman, And the episode that dropped on November 4th, I don't know what number it is, but JC actually helped me on that podcast, and we addressed, because he was raised by a man he thought was his dad, only to find out later that he had a biological father. But here's the difference. They all were kept the secret from him. It wasn't like it was a secret. Like his dad went off and had nothing to do with him, and it was a scene. But JC had to go through a lot and come out the other side. And actually, they're all in a really good place right now. But it was kind of tense and awful for a minute. But you got to work through those emotions. But maybe that's a good episode of the Love Letters to Kellie podcast for you to listen to, the one that was released on November 4th.
Yeah, but do this, Angie. I was just thinking of something. Just approach it like you would approach, I mean, he's your bio dad, but he's basically a total stranger. So approach it like you would, like Kellie said, maybe a coffee date, or just try to find something that you might have in common with a total stranger. Hey, do you like coffee? Do you like burgers? I mean,
Sushi?
Yeah. Do you like, what do you eat? I don't even know. You're my dad, my biological dad, but I have no idea what you even eat. Try to find like a common ground and then just go from there. And I think once you go from there, you'll find that the conversation probably really opens up and flows. If you just go have a burger or coffee and just keep it super casual and no pressure and just kind of get to know this man who kind of happens to be your dad too, but you don't even know him, So just try to get to know him as a friend first and kind of see where it goes from there.
Yeah. But let us know what you decide to do.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for even
trusting us with you wanting our opinions,
giving us the opportunity to comment on that. That's a very interesting situation, but I'm glad she's reunited with her bio dad. That's something that
she ever even knew.
She never knew. Yeah.
Man, modern technology.
Yeah. All right, babe. Well, speaking of modern technology, we're going to stare at the Electoral College map some more, or are we done with that?
You can just give me the highlights.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. I'm kind of over it.
You have been holed up for 24 hours watching election results.
Holed up in the bunker.
I'm going to go watch puppy videos and play Best Fiends.
I'm going to watch Nature is Metal. Watch cheetahs grab gazelles and African wild dogs.
You want to watch the slaughter?
Tear gazelles apart. Yeah. Why are you always on the side of the gazelle? Why is no one ever on the side of the cat?
That's what I'm saying. You feel bad for the animals because they have to eat or they would starve to death.
Right.
But you feel bad for the poor animal being chased and you're kind of rooting for him to get away.
Somebody's got to eat.
I know. I get it. I would be a horrible wildlife photographer. I would constantly be the one like, hey, stop it. Run.
And then you'd get eaten by a lion because you're being
so... They'd be like, hey.
Yeah, because you're being so loud. What's that really tall thing over there with the red hair waving her arms? I think I'm going to go eat that.
Yeah, that'd be my luck.
All right, babe. Love you desperately.
Love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
I love y'all.
And we're going to podcast again real soon, right? Next week?
Next week, yeah.
Next week. Okay. Well, and in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.